Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today we're going to be doing a guide to the Recon gadgets. Now some of you might be thinking, well, those are all pretty basic. They're all explained in the video description. I kind of thought so also until I started researching them, and I found a few things that are really going to make me much more efficient when using these gadgets in the future. Now we're starting off here with the Soflam. As you can see, I've placed it on the hill. It works just like the one in Battlefield 3. If you're not familiar with this gadget, it's this little tripod guy here. You can actually access it from a little PDA type tablet device, and you can aim it in different directions, and what it does is it auto targets vehicles. And as you can see, some of those tanks in front of me have that little diamond symbol over them. That diamond symbol means that anybody with a lock-on rocket can lock onto that vehicle, and it will pretty much guarantee you a hit on that vehicle, and it will actually do extra damage. So anybody with javelins, the javelin will hit from a higher degree of angle and it will destroy it. You also get points when lasing a target. You get about 25 points, and if that target is damaged or destroyed, you also get bonus points. So it's something that you absolutely want to use in a teamwork environment. You lay something, your teammates can lock onto it and dish out extra damage. Communication really helps when using this device. The Soflam is great if you want to just place it down there, forget about it, and maybe readjust it every now and then. So you can also do it by placing it on a rock and then taking cover behind it. The alternative to this is the PLD, which I'm using right now, and this not only helps you kind of spot infantry easily, but it's basically just a mobile version of the Soflam. The downside is that you have to be using it, and you also have to expose yourself while you're using it. So it's just a more active version, but it can be good for quick target acquisition, and it's really nice, especially when you are working with teammates and you know somebody's ready to go with a rocket as soon as you pop out your PLD. Next up is everybody's favorite or most hated gadget, the SUAV. Currently, this little thing is extremely powerful because you can run people over with it. It's intended as a surveillance device. It's got a laser targeter on the front so you can laze vehicles just like you can with a Soflam or PLD, but now you have the added option of being able to spot targets by hitting the Q button and coming down to get road kills. It's incredibly aggravating, and something that I just found out today is that these guys don't destroy, or they don't blow up when you hit something like a tree. So you can actually go and clear out a whole forest with one of these things, which is kind of funny, but at the same time it's a little sad that this hasn't been patched yet. Hopefully it'll get fixed in the near future, but that's basically how it works. You have a little battery bar in the lower right hand corner, and once that runs out, then you're out of your SUAV, but you can recharge it pretty quickly if you can find an ammo box. Next up is TUGS and motion sensor grenades. These both work in essentially the same way, except one of them is a small grenade and you throw it, and the other one is a small antenna that you can place down on the ground in an area, and it will work indefinitely until it's destroyed or you pick it up. Now the TUGS has a range of about 25 meters, as do motion sensor balls. The enemy here is about 25 meters away, just to give you a reference, and it will spot anybody as long as they are moving. So if you actually hear the sound of a TUGS and you stand still, you will no longer be spotted on that mini-map. So it can give you a little bit of time to try and ascertain your situation and figure out how to sneak up on the person who owns the TUGS. Motion sensor grenades can be thrown, so you can use them a little bit more offensively as opposed to the TUGS, which is more of a defensive weapon. Both of these can be recharged using ammo crates. Now next up is the MAV, and this has actually gone through some changes since Battlefield 3. It's a bit easier to fly now, but it has gotten some downgrades. One of them is that it no longer acts as a motion sensor. As you can see here, this player is just not spotting on the minimap at all. When you fly it around, it won't act as a motion sensor, but you can spot people, and it still has that easy to use infrared vision for ascertaining the situation. So if you want to scout out the rooftop or something, pop out your MAV, fly around, you can still fire a little projectile which will destroy enemies' equipment. So it's very useful for getting rid of spawn beacons on rooftops. The other downside is that you can no longer get road kills with the MAV. I'm not particularly upset by this, but I'm sure some recons out there are going to be. Last but not least is everybody's favorite C4. You stick it on vehicles, you detonate it, they explode, it's awesome. It takes 2 sticks of C4 to take out a tank or an LAV. Some of you guys might be thinking, well, you know what, I've needed 3 sticks to take out some vehicles before. If you put it on the wheels of an LAV, it'll do slightly less damage. So try not to get it on the wheels, try and get it on the main body of the LAV, and you can 2-shot it. Jet skis, quads, dirt bikes, jeeps, ribs, and scout helicopters only require 1 stick of C4 to kill them. Everything else requires 2 sticks of of C4 except for the fast attack boats, which require 3. Now, if you're going for splash damage, you're probably going to want to use at least 3 for most things, just because you're not going to be dealing full impact in the splash radius of the C4. Spawn beacons are pretty self-explanatory. You place them down in the direction that you would like to be parachuting when you spawn in. If it's a map where you're not parachuting, obviously you'll spawn on the ground. And if it is a parachute map and you place it under an overhang, then you will no longer parachute. You will actually just spawn directly on the beacon. So that pretty much wraps it up for the Recon Gadgets guide. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. And I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.